I went to a private school since I was in kindergarten. I was born Catholic and baptized, went through the whole church thing through school. In high school is when I got really strong in my faith. Starting my freshman year, I joined the church choir at school and I was very involved in campus ministry. My senior year was 2020, so when COVID started, on the day that the schools closed down is also the day that my dad passed away. So I was very shut out and cut off from the rest of the world and healing on my own. So in that, I didn't have the supportive church community or any type of community at all at that point. So I kind of fell off, lost my faith, was focusing on other things to try to feel something, but I did not think that I was ready to go back to God at that point because I wasn't being who He needed me to be. My lowest point at that time was, I remember coming downstairs because I could hear my mom crying about my dad passing away, and I told her, just pray, it's gonna be okay, and she told me that she didn't want to and that she didn't understand why God was doing this to us. So I think that kind of was my lowest point, because if the woman who inspired me to carry out my faith was losing hers, how could I move forward? The end of my freshman year, I found out that I was pregnant. I did not ever want kids. I wasn't very good with kids, so I was really scared. I did not know what I was going to do at that point. I gave it a couple days and I thought about what my options were, and one morning I woke up and I could just feel God telling me, this is what you need, this is what is going to turn your life around, this is what's going to save you, and it's a gift from me to you, so accept it. So I did, and I was grasping for any type of community. So I went on UT's page and I scrolled and scrolled and scrolled, and I saw Soul Purpose. That was a big step for me to take by myself, that I would stand up and actually do something to get my faith back, not only for me, but because that's how I wanted my son to be raised. I want him to have the values and see his value and purpose and worth in God, and that he can respect himself in that way too. I remember the first time that I actually went into Soul Purpose, they asked me to introduce myself, and the first thing that I said was that I had just found out that I was pregnant and that I was nervous because I didn't know what people would think about me. I was scared about whether I would be accepted, but walking in the room, I could just feel that there was no judgment, and everyone was excited. Actually, they wanted to know more, they wanted to talk to me, and they wanted to become involved in my son's life. So on December 22nd of 2022, I gave birth to my son, AJ. He was 6 pounds, 8 ounces, 20 inches, and he just continues to grow and amaze me every single day. Without Soul Purpose, I don't think that I would have found a sense of community that I needed. They have been there, supported through everything, and the first thing that I do when a problem comes up is I text one of the girls and I ask them to pray for me or to pray with me. So I have my community. So as a single mom, I obviously am dealing with obstacles, and I have work, I'm in school, but I have my son and I have Soul Purpose that reintroduces me to that beautiful life that God has given me and helps me open my eyes to see all that God has to offer.